I don't know, freshman, no, like junior year probably, but then I switched back to glasses because I have like allergies in my eyes and it just hurt too much to have contacts in all the
How
time.
does it go? It's 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th. Like, what is junior year?
Freshman, sophomore, junior is 11th, senior is 12th.
Oh,
All right, friends. Mrs. Kneifel is going to be deciding all our problems today because yesterday you guys decided them and you guys were like, oh my gosh. And you didn't like it. So, anyways, Mrs. Kneifel is going to be deciding our problems, okay? Anyways, so we're going to be working the whole time on multiplying fractions and mixed numbers because your guys' test is coming up soon. And I want us to be doing our personal best. So, please do your personal best. We will work through questions we have. I don't want to see your board until I ask. But yeah, do your personal best. Two and 4/5 times 3 1/2. Okay, personal best. Remember, first we have to make our mixed numbers, improper fractions, cross simplify, multiply, simplify if we need to, okay? I want to see correct answers all day today. I want to see correct answers all day today. I'm going to give you guys about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes to figure out the problem. Don't rush. When we rush, that's when we make mistakes. So then we get things wrong for like no reason. And then that makes Mrs. Kneifel sad. And oh.
This thing is hot.
What? Oh. Sorry, that's just what the nurse has. Or the nurse gave me. I don't need you to tell me your answer yet. We're still waiting for people to finish. I want everyone to have a chance, okay? All right, let's give it a try, my lovelies. So, first thing I need to do, change my mixed numbers into improper fractions. So, I times the whole number and the denominator, add the loose numerator on the top. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 4 is 14 over 5. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7 over 2. Now, can I cross simplify? Yes, I can, because 14 and 2 are both even numbers, so we can divide them both by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2 divided by 14 equals 7. So now my new problem is 7 times 7 and 5 times 1, which equals 49. Am I doing this right? Yeah. 49 over 5. And can I leave it like that? No, because that's an improper fraction. So then I just got to divide. How many times can 5 go into 49? It can go in 9 times, which is 45, which means there's 4 left. So my answer is 9 wholes and 4 fifths as my answer. 9 and 4 fifths. Let me see your boards. Do we have questions? If we have questions, let me know, friends. Isabella, what's your question? Okay, yes, I was wrong by one number. We don't want to be wrong. Okay, Isabella, I got it the exact same way we've been getting multiplying fractions this whole time. I did absolutely nothing different. Let's walk through the steps again. Look at my board, Isabella H. What do? I first multiply my whole number and my denominator, which was 10. I added my numerator, which was 14. I put it over 5. The denominator doesn't change. Times 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 1 is 7. The denominator doesn't change, so that is 2. And that becomes, the denominator doesn't change, so now it's 7 over 2. I can cross simplify 2 and 14 because they are even numbers. 2 becomes 1, 14 becomes 7. Then I multiply across. 7 times 7 equals 49. 5 times 1 equals 5. Now I have 49 over 5. That can't be like that because that is an improper fraction, so I just divide. I divide 49 by 5. 5 can go into 49 9 times with 4 left over. Okay, and then my denominator is still 5. Okay, we're going to do another one just like that. It is a lot of steps. I know that, but that's why I want you guys to take your time. We have all of this. That's the point of Math RTI, is to practice. So if you need extra time, that's fine, okay? So we're going to do another one similar to that. All right? Okay, let's try this. 2 and 1/2 times 2 over 4. 2 and 1/2 times 3, 2 over 4. First step, make my mixed numbers in proper fractions. Mixed numbers in proper fractions. That is the first step. You have plenty of time. Do not rush. Two and 1/2 times 3 and 2/4. That is our problem right now. Okay. 2 and 1/2 times 3 and 2/4. Landon, we should not be typing in the chat for the 100th time, okay? I have not asked anyone to type in the chat. Unless you have a question, you should not be typing in the chat. People are still solving the problem. If you're still solving, keep solving. I'm going to give you a little bit longer because it looks like people are still writing. Remember, we're not rushing, because when we rush, that's when we make mistakes. All right, we're going to give it a try. Follow my steps. The first thing I have to do is change my mixed numbers into improper fractions. I do that by multiplying the denominator times the whole number, adding the numerator. 2 times 4, or 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. My denominator stays the same. So now I have 5 times 2 times numerator or denominator times whole number plus numerator. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. My denominator stays the same. My new problem, 5 over 2 times 14 over 4. I can cross simplify because 2 and 14 are both even. So I can divide them both by 2. When I divide both 2 and 14 by 2, my new problem is 5 over 1 times 7 over 4. Now I multiply across. 5 times 7 is 35. 4 times 1 is 4. I can't leave it like that. That looks silly. What do I need to do? I need to divide 4 by 35. 4 can go into 35 8 times, which is 32. 35 minus 32 is 3. I have 3 left over. So I have 8 wholes and 3 over 4. 8 and 3/4 should be your answer. Let me see your boards. Remember, I want to see your work. Don't just put the answers. What questions do we have, friends? I'm definitely seeing right answers. That's good. Questions, anyone? Yep, I see it, Landon. If it's up on the screen, I can see it. All right, it looks like I'm seeing lots of right answers. So that's awesome. Let's try another one. All right. This time we have a regular fraction times a mixed number. 8/10 times 5 and 2/10, okay? These numbers might be a little bit bigger, and that's okay. You can still do it. Still same steps, even if the numbers get a little bit bigger. You can do it. 8/10 times 5 and 2/10. You have plenty of time. Do not rush. Do not put the answer in the chat or do not hold up your board until I ask, okay? I want everyone to have a chance to do this. Everyone deserves a chance. 8/10 times 5 and 2/10. Bro, you can cross simplify. I don't know why you're not cross simplifying. What? Well, both of them. I'm just letting you know a little hint. You should be doing lots of cross simplifying. If you didn't cross simplify, you need to backtrack and cross simplify. The numbers are going to be way too big if you don't cross simplify. 8/10 times 5 and 2/10. You should be cross simplifying. I'm telling you that now. If you're not, your numbers are going to be huge. Just divide it real quick. Do a division problem.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Yes, you can cross simplify, Jameson. Yes, you can, Landon. You definitely can cross simplify. All right, I want eyeballs up here. If you're not done, that's okay. Let's work through it because for some reason we're forgetting how to cross simplify. First thing I have to do, well, 8/10 is going to stay the exact same because that's just a regular old fraction. Times 5 times 10 plus 2. That's 52 over 10. All of these are even numbers, every single one of them. That means they all can be divided by 2. So I'm going to divide every single one of them by 2. And my new problems are 4 over 5 times 26 over 5. Okay? All of those can be cross-simplified by, they can all be simplified by 2 evenly. Once you cross-simplify by 2, you get 4 over 5 times 26 over 5. And then you multiply across. 26 times 4 is 104 over 25. Obviously, that's improper, so I'd have to divide. Well, Mrs. Kneifel knows quarters. I know 25 goes into 100 4 times, so it's going to be 4 wholes and 4 over 25. Your answer is 4 wholes and 4 over 25. This is the answer. If you got a different answer, that means you did it incorrectly, okay? Lots of you did not cross simplify, and that affected you. You have to look. Yes, you can, Landon. I just showed you how to do it. Landon, I just showed you. You could cross simplify all of those numbers by 2. 2 goes into 8. 2 goes into 10. 2 goes into 10. 2 goes into 52, Landon. You could cross simplify. I just did it. So don't say you couldn't when I just showed you how to do it, Landon. All right, so this was the final answer. If you didn't get it, that's okay. That's why we worked it out together. But if you have even numbers, you can always cross simplify by 2. Always, 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 okay? You have to remember that. What? All right, let's try this one. Remember, if you can cross simplify, cross simplify. 3 2/4 times 2 4/6. 3 2/4 times 2 4/6. You have plenty of time. Do not put your answer in the chat. Do not hold up your board until I ask you to. I'm going to give you guys another like 2 minutes. Landon, stop typing in the chat. Okay? I want you to focus on math, not what's happening with the chat. I'm letting you know yours is definitely not correct. Just letting you know. Not at all. All right, friends, let's try to work it out. If you haven't quite finished, that's okay. All right. First things first. I have Cadence. Don't put your answer in the chat. Just wait. That's why you're bored. You show me your board, okay? Because then people are focused on the chat. You should not be focusing on the chat. We don't need to put anything in the chat unless you have a question. We're multiplying our whole number and our denominator plus the numerator. 4 times 3 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. My denominator stays the same. So I have 14 over 4 times 2 times 6 plus 4. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 4 is 16 over 6. That is what I have right now. 14 over 4 times 16 over 6. Now, can I cross simplify? That's what I need to find out. Well, as a matter of fact, I can, okay? All of these are even numbers, which means 2 can go into all of them. But 14 and 6, or not 14 and 6, sorry, I said that completely backwards. 16 and 4 can actually go into that. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. 4 divided by 16 is 4. Then 2 can go into 6 and 2 can go into 14. So my new problem is 2 over 1 times 4 over 2. Okay? 2 times, maybe yours was right. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know. Just okay. Then I multiply straight across. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. Then I divide. My answer should be 4. Your answer should be 4. I promise that's the answer. I promise this is the answer because 4 and 16 can be simplified by more than 2. They can go into 4, which makes my new problem 2 over 1 and 4 over 2, which is 8 over 2. And then you got 8. 2 goes into 8 4 times. The answer is 4, I promise, okay? You didn't get it right. That is okay. All right?
14 divided by 2 is 7.
Oh, yeah, it is. Time out. Let's backtrack. Backtrack. We're backtracking a minute. 14 divided by 2 should be 7. It's still going to be a whole number. So I wrote the number 2 instead of 7. So it should be 28 over 2, which is 28 divided by 2 is 14. So your answer should actually be 14.
6 divided by 2 is 3.
What are you talking about?
6 divided by 2 is 3.
Oh my goodness. Mrs. Kneifel is losing it. All right. Anyways, let's try again. Okay, everyone take 5 seconds and backtrack. Mrs. Kneifel is dividing wrong. Getting distracted. So, everyone, we're going to backtrack 5 seconds and we're going to get to when we cross simplified. Stop typing in the chat, all of you. Stop it. Do not type in the chat again today, okay? Stop it. You're not focusing on anything if you're typing in the chat. Let's cross simplify again. That was Mrs. Kneifel's bad. So, I can cross simplify 4 and 16. I was not wrong there. 4 can go into itself 1 time. 4 can go into 16 4 times. 2 goes into 6 3 times, and 2 goes into 14 7 times, okay? So now let's multiply across. Then we get 28 over 3, okay? 28. Cadence, I just said stop typing in the chat. I wasn't kidding. Oh my goodness. You are not paying attention if you are busy typing in the chat, okay? You guys are all 10 and 11. You guys don't multitask very well. So just focus. So now I have to think, how many times can 3 go into 28? So let's divide. 3 can go into 28. Let's count by 3. Blah, blah.
It's 9.
It is 9 times. It is 9 times to get 27, and then you have 1/3 left, right? So your answer should be 9 1/3. That is my bad at the beginning because I totally wrote 2 and 2 instead of 3 and 7. Totally my bad. Landon, I just said stop typing in the chat. Not sure what we're not understanding about that. 9 1/3. Okay. Isabella. Okay, that's fine. Stop typing in the chat. Okay. All right, so obviously the last one was confusing, and that was my bad because I totally did 6 and 2 and 14 and 2 instead of 7 and 3. Regardless, you could still cross simplify all of those. And I saw some of you guys not do 4 and 16 by 4. You did it by 2 instead, which just makes your problem a lot longer. So that's why knowing your multiplication facts is super helpful, okay? We still have about 2 minutes, but that's not enough time to do a problem. So eyeballs on me. Eyeballs on me, don't leave. Tomorrow we are going to continue this just because I want to keep practicing for your guys' test. We might go back to the originals where we do just like 5 times 1/2 and things like that. So tomorrow we're just going to review all of multiplying fractions, okay? So get ready for tomorrow. Multiplying fractions because I want us to be ready for our test next week. I don't remember what day your test is on, but I can find that out. So also, fun fact for the 100th time, the chat should be used for actual purposes. Saying, yeah, I got it right is not an academic purpose, okay? Like if you got it right, fabulous. I can see your board when you get it right. You don't have to type that in the chat, okay? That's why you do it on boards, so I can see them, okay? I will see you guys all in reading class today. Have a lovely day. Only type in the chat when necessary, friends.
Can I wipe your board?
I write my board on Friday because I still have to use it. You guys should wipe your boards on Fridays. Otherwise, it's a waste.